Good afternoon, everyone. I'm just here sort of getting my supper ready a little bit, but I wanted to come on for episode 2 of Cooking with Janet Banana. Today we're going to talk about bread. Who loves bread? I do, and it shows. I grew up in a family of 6 kids. My mom was always baking bread of some sort, white rolls, brown bread. And you know what? We would beg her to go to the store and buy store-bought bread. Imagine that. Oh, anyway, I was looking through some of my cookbooks the other day, and I came across a very thin little book that I used when I was first married, and it's a cookbook with purity flour. I've got my little adaptations for recipes there, porridge bread, white bread, so it was kind of cool to find that. Anyway, today I am going to make my famous brown bread. And I can say that it's famous, and I'm not bragging because I don't make it. It is bread machine bread, but I am telling you, you will never have better brown bread than this, okay? So in my bread pan today, I have put, and the videographer, who's so kind, he is going to put the recipe on the screen too, okay? And I've already shared it back in maybe about a month ago or so on our Facebook page. But I have half a cup of oats, of quick oats, minute oats, it doesn't matter. And then I've got a cup of boiling water poured in, and I let that cool. And then I'm adding a cup of molasses. And I think that's probably why it's so good. Everybody says, oh, it's rich in molasses. Well, you know, a lot of recipes that make brown bread, they don't have very much molasses. So, I don't know. What are they doing? Anyway, I'll stir that around. I've already cooled the oats and the boiling water a little bit anyway, so we could get this video done quickly. And our videos are not going to be very long, but we I want to thank you for the response yesterday. It was overwhelming. We've got over 400 views, and so we're pretty excited about that. So we're going to keep going and have some fun. I'm going to have some guests come on too as well, and we'll do some cooking in the kitchen. So anyway, I'm next going to add 2 tablespoons of melted butter. I just melted in the microwave, and it is butter. Butter is better, as you know. Stir that around. And then I'm going to add a 1/4 cup of warm water. Stir that around. And then for the flour, you always add the flour last. The flour is 3 cups of flour with 1 teaspoon of salt. And if you forget the salt, you know it, okay? Salt is, it perks things up. Okay, so I'm going to put that on top and kind of smooth it out a little. And I'll just take the carrots off so that doesn't disturb the noise. Yeah, smooth it out and tap the pan a little. Make a little well in the center. And I have 2 teaspoons of bread machine or quick rise yeast. It's same, they're interchangeable. So I'll put that right in the well, right there. Now I'm going to put this in. This is an old machine. It is by West Bend, and it's a Homestyle Plus. And this recipe happened to be one that my sister-in-law gave me. So I gave my brother some when he was sick and fighting cancer, and he goes, gee, I love that bread. I said, yeah. He goes, can I get that recipe from you? And I said, sure. So he came up one afternoon, and he was doing chemo, so he had his mask on, and then he gets home that night, and they make the bread, and he calls up, and he goes, geez, that was Jackie's recipe. That's my sister-in-law. I go, yeah. He goes, well, why didn't you tell me that? It's a little joke we had. Anyway, so I've got this West Bend machine. I picked some up at Value Village or thrift stores or whatever, so we're going to put it on, this has a sweet setting, which is what you want. You can make it on the basic setting, but it makes it just a little more doughy, but it's still good. My daughter has the basic setting. The crust color is light, and the loaf size is 2 pounds. So we're going to set that to go. And That's going to take 3 hours and 30 minutes. So we will be back in 3 hours and 30 minutes, and you can see just how beautiful a loaf of bread it is and what the texture looks like. And I probably have someone here who will try it out. Maybe. Well, maybe not. I will. So, thank you for watching, and we'll see you in 3 hours and 30 minutes. Okay, so everyone, we're here. It's nighttime, and our bread is finished. Now remember, we had half a cup of oats, a cup of boiling water, half a cup of molasses. So you got half oats, half molasses. You got a quarter cup of warm water, 3 cups of flour with 1 teaspoon salt. Don't forget your salt. And then 2 teaspoons of quick rise yeast. And Bev has done a nice little recipe page that he'll include in the video. So here we are, the world's best homemade bread. Now, I don't know about you, but I like the heel of the bread. Do you, Mr. Videographer? Oh, yeah. Okay. So we get a look at the texture of the bread. It's nice and moist. It's a little warm now, but hey, he's got to get up at 4:30, so we got to get some sleep. But anyway, we're just going to put some butter. Remember, butter is better on this. Let it kind of soak in a little bit. And then we're going to put a little bit of Lucy Nichols apple pie jam, which we sold a ton of at the orchard. And actually, Lucy, she could be persuaded maybe to come here and do a little show for us. We'll see. She's just a doll. She's a little older than me, and she's a real spitfire, and she works and makes preserves, pickles. She and her husband, and they're amazing. So anyway, yeah, she might come. So this is our bread. Now what I do is I let it cool a little bit, and then I put it in these bags from Scoop and Save, 8-pound bags. I used to use the 7-pound, but it was like trying to fit me into a Spanx, if you know what I mean, ladies. Not working. So I put it in the bag when it's a little bit warm, so that keeps it nice and soft and moist. So here is the world's best brown bread, and Goomer's gonna have a piece. Little bedtime snack, right? So anyway, that's our recipe. Thank you for watching. I hope that you'll share our videos. I hope that you will subscribe to them. And I hope that you're excited for the next one coming up. We'll decide what we're going to do. Might have a guest for the next one. We'll see if we can work it out. So this is Janet from Cooking with Janet Banana saying, see you, catch you in the kitchen.